If you ride fast, lean hard, and you need tires that can handle the heat, then stop scrolling. This is the Metzeler M7RR, made for the streets, inspired by the Isle of Man TT. Is this the best performance street tire? Let's find out today. Metzeler didn't build this tire in some random lab. It was built for the crazy streets of Isle of Man TT. Ever-changing weather? No problem. High-speed straights? Locked in. Unpredictable roads? Handled. So the M7RR is not just another performance street tire. It's got its DNA from the race-bred beast. Alright, let's get geeky. Here's why the M7RR is a street weapon. Dual compound technology. The rear tire has a dual compound, whereas the front tire has a single compound. Unlike its predecessor, the M5 has a single compound both on the front and the rear. But unlike its successor, the M9RR has a dual compound both on the front and rear. This means M7RR has an even wear out both on the front and rear. M7RR hits up very quick thanks to its 70% silica-rich compound, making it grip all time, no matter if it's rain or shine. Grooves of the Metzeler M7RR are engineered to evacuate water faster. Though they are not the best in class wet grip tires, there is better competitors in the segment like the Michelin Road 6, who you can depend on if you really want the top of the notch wet grip. But here, with its advanced technology, you can still depend on the M7RR. Though there is heavy downpour or there is mild rain, you can still stick to the surface because of its extended contact patch, making it even more superior and safer to ride on wet surfaces. In this video, I don't want to dig in too much deep into technicalities to bore you. Now let's get into the tire comparison and see where the M7RR is placed between its competitors. So where does the M7RR stand? I'll give you my perspective, you give me your perspective on the comments below. According to me, the Metzeler M7RR stands somewhere in between the Power 5, Rosso 3 and the Bridgestone S21s and S22s. Now let's see how many kilometers this Metzeler M7RR lasts. The common thing asked by every Indian, kitna deti hai? Let's see what the answer is. The M7RR generally lasts somewhere between 8,000 kilometers to 15,000 kilometers, depending on your riding style, the terrain you ride on, the kind of torque your machine provides, and the modifications that you have done for your bike. So it depends totally on you, the place you live in, the climatic conditions and the terrains. But generally, the average that I have heard and on my 10R, it lasted somewhere between 12,000 to 13,000 kilometers based on my riding style. Let me know how many kilometers it lasted for you on the comment section below. Now let's see which bikes are the best fit for the Metzeler M7RR. The Metzeler M7RR generally suits well for the Street RRS, ZX10R, Z900s, almost all the Ninjas, versus 1000, versus 650, and it also starts its range of tires from smallest of smallest KTM Duke 390 and goes all the way to S1000RR. And the tire range starts from 110/70/17 and goes all the way up to 255/17. So if you belong to any one of these categories, then this is almost the right tire for you. If you want expert opinion on choosing the right tire, then definitely DM us. These tires are super suitable for people who want real legendary rides on street racing, just like the Isle of Man TT. I know people rage a lot on the high-speed straights that we have in Bangalore city, but if you're not one of them and if you really want safe riding, I would advise you to take it to a track and get a better upgrade and ride it on tracks. It's well compatible to aggressive machines who really wants to ride fast, and also not to forget, this tire holds you safe no matter it's wet or dry. So why wait? Choose your pick wisely, and if you're confused, there's always Talkblog to assist you. Now that we have spoken so much about the Metzeler M7RR, let's see the top best 3 picks that we can take away from the M7RR. As I told you in the beginning, this tire was not produced in any ordinary lab. This tire was produced for a use case of Isle of Man TT, one of the toughest races in the world. This tire won't have these 3 compromises ever again. 1. Attaining its optimum riding temperature because of its silica enriched compound. 2. It's always had the contact patch because of its extended contact patch in the center. 3. The slick area which is managed with 30% of softer compound will never let you down, no matter how aggressive the street corner is. I'm not referring to the track corner, it's a street corner. That's why you have an extended contact patch, giving you more room to contact no matter how aggressive the streets are made. Last but not the least, durability, to make sure that there is no dip in performance until the last breath of this tire. Now, to put it in simple terms, increased contact patch means more grip, reduced rolling resistance, and more stable on high speeds. With silica enriched compounds, these tires make sure that the heat cycles are even throughout the tires, making sure increase in durability and decrease in wear. So if you're planning to get one for your motorcycle, then definitely do consider the M7RR, especially for the streets of India. In clear terms, M7RR is the dad of street racing. Now let's come to the bad side about this tire. I've been talking a lot of pros, good things about this tire and who can use it and all of that. Now let's see who shouldn't use this. These tires are generally constructed for street racing. But if you're a person who really likes to do a lot of track sessions, I think this is not the right tire for you. With its extended contact patch, shifting weights from right to left on a track machine would be really difficult, especially on the M7RRs. So what I would suggest is, you need to go for a better upgrade like the Racestick RRs, Super Corsa, or a tire like a Power Cup 2. If you still intend to use the M7RR in track sessions, few problems that you might encounter is shifting weights from left to right, easy transitions, and the lack of slick area, which is very important for a track machine or a track riding purpose. It's really super confident on straights and super stable on high-speed runs. But the real challenge comes when you want to enter the corner and exit the corner with ease. Apart from that, I don't think you will have any real challenges if you're using the M7RR elsewhere. If you're really looking for aggressive touring and more wet condition riding, then this is definitely not the right tire to pick for. You have better options like the Michelin Road 6 and Pirelli Angel GT, mostly focused on touring. Today, I have put this M7RRs on my ZX-10R. Let's see how it performs and let me ride on this hot sunny day. For more such insights, follow Talk Block. Don't forget to do the drill, like, share and subscribe. See you in the next one.